Hey, what's good, everybody? I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Boombox Guru channel. I'm your host, LB. So today, man, we're doing a different kind of video. I'm actually going to do another CD update video. It's been a long time since I've done a CD update. I think the last one I did was probably going on a year ago. And even when I did that one, that had been a while since I done the last one previous to that one. But anyway, man, I don't want this to be an overly long video. So I picked 5 CDs. Out of the many that I've been purchasing in the last few years or the last month or so, man, I picked 5 of them that I wanted to talk to you guys today. This is hip hop. All of these CDs I'm talking about today are hip hop. So we're gonna get right into this, and we're gonna start with the first CD. Probably one of the most recent ones I've gotten lately. Black Moon, Enter the Stage, man. Released in 1993. So this is the debut album from Black Moon. Classic hip hop record. Found this on Amazon. I think it was like $20 or something, man. But it was in very good condition, as you can see. No cracks or anything like that. Like, as far as I know, original CD, so forth. It might be a reissue, I don't know, but it's a real one though. It's a real one, not a CDR. Classic hip hop record, classic East Coast hip hop. My personal opinion, man, this album is the epitome of 90s New York hip hop. It's got that gritty, like dusty boom bap sound, aggressive like lyrics, aggressive hardcore lyricism, everything, man. A lot of people don't know, man, but Into the Stage was actually the precursor to that whole New York hip hop resurgence that happened in the mid 90s, with Biggie's Ready to Die, Nas's Illmatic, Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers, Mobb Deep's The Infamous, a few more, J. Rue, The Damages, The Sun Rises in the East. This record was actually the precursor to that whole era, and it was an album that helped shift that period in hip hop to more hardcore hip hop, man. That it didn't get a lot of the credit it deserved back then. So this was a pretty underrated album, but in retrospect, man, Black Moon's Enter the Stage is seen as part of that whole category, man. Most lists, when talking about that era of hip hop, put this one as number one because it was the precursor. It was the one that started it off, man. So it really set the tone for those later records and where East Coast hip hop would go within the 90s. From that era to moving into like mafioso rap. Although Black Moon never really went in that direction, but just a groundbreaking hip hop record, man. The beginning of the boot camp clique. I mean, the boot camp clique had already formed, but this was one of the first releases to come out of the boot camp clique, and the beginning of Duck Down Records. I mean, Duck Down Records has become one of the greatest independent hip hop labels of all time, and it all started with the release of Into the Stage right here, man. So great hip hop record. Glad to finally have a physical copy. Only had a digital version that I bought off of iTunes years ago. So I'm glad to have this physical copy, man. Happy to have this in my collection, man. Alright, so the next CD is another one that I'm very proud and excited to have, man. This is Kool Rap, DJ Polo, Wanted Dead or Alive, released in 1990. This is the second album. Man, another groundbreaking record, man. I found this on Amazon. I think I got this off of Amazon, man. It was reasonably priced. I think it was like $30 or something like that, maybe. It wasn't too expensive, man, but considering that price, man, it came in pretty almost mint condition, man. I mean, case isn't cracked or anything like that, unless they replaced the case. I don't know if this is an original pressing CD because I know the reissues have the copyright year of 1997 on the back, and I don't see it. All I see is 1990. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all I see is 1990. So this might be our first pressing. I'm not sure, man, but excited to have this in my collection, man. I've been trying to like build up my Kool Rap collection, man, but Kool Rap stuff is really hard to find, man. The only accessible Kool Rap album that you can easily find is his first solo record, 456. That came out in, what was that, 95, 96? But all the DJ Polo, all the 3 albums he did with DJ Polo, they're not easy to come by. I mean, you can find them online, but they're usually quite expensive. So I was fortunate to find this one on Amazon for a fairly reasonable price in the condition that it's in, man. But again, another classic hip hop record, another groundbreaking record in East Coast hip hop. I made a post about this on my Instagram about how, this record set the stage for East Coast gangster rap. A lot of what you heard from a lot of artists like Notorious B.I.G. and Nas and Mobb Deep and so forth, Jay-Z, a lot of that stuff you heard with them in the mid '90s, it all began right here. You might could say Road to the Riches, but I always felt like Road to the Riches was more of like a kind of b-boy kind of hip hop record. I feel like Wanted Dead or Alive was where Kool Rap really started to formulate and develop the whole like East Coast gangster rap style and the mafioso rap. But just a great record, man. I'm glad to have this, man, because if you know anything about Cold Chillin' Records catalog, it's hard to find, man. I remember seeing this back in the early 2000s, man, at Best Buy. But just as quickly as I saw it, it went out of print. Like, Cold Chillin's catalog is steadily in and out of print. I think right now it's out of print. Because, I don't know, I guess whoever buys the catalog, like the companies go belly up or whatever. But if you do find this in a record store, a physical copy, snatch it up, man. Snatch it up, because you're actually purchasing a rare gem. But I'm glad to finally have a physical of this one, man. Great album, great hip hop record right here, man. All right, so next CD is Black Rob, man. Life Story, released in 2000, man. Black Rob, R.I.P. to Black Rob. He passed away. What was it, last year? Him, DMX, and Shock G. I think they all passed away like within the same week or within weeks of each other. But it was really close. Their passings was very close. But man, Life Story. I actually used to have this CD long time ago. Somebody gave it to me. It was just a CD. It wasn't like the case or the liner notes or anything. I remember when I first heard that CD back then, I didn't really like it that much, but I actually spent time with it, and I actually started to pick out a lot of great songs from it, man. But this is a classic record, man. One of the best albums to come out of Bad Boy in that post Biggie era. Black Rob had been with Bad Boy Records for like a long time. He was there when Biggie was alive and working on music, but he kept getting pushed back for like other artists. But finally, his time came with Life Story. One of his best records, man. I know the album he did after that called the Black Rob Report. I know that record was pretty good too. But man, Life Story, just a classic record, man. So many good songs on here, man. Like Whoa, that was a huge hit back in '99, man. Like, you could not turn on BET without seeing that video, man. That song was all on BET, it was all on the radio. It just the anthem, man. Even today, I think it's a timeless anthem. What's that one song? Espacio with Lil Kim and G-Dep. That was another song that I used to rock a lot. Trying to think. Oh, Can I Live featuring the Lox. Probably my favorite. No, ain't no probably to it. That's my favorite Black Rob song. That's my favorite Black Rob song right there. Just a great record, man. Like, you got to go check that song out, man. It's just awesome. The whole sample that they use, the beat, like the verses. I mean, you got the Lox, man. Styles P, Sheik, and Jada on the song with Black Rob. Every verse on there is just killer, man. I mean, the chorus is one of my favorite choruses of all time, man. Another like anthemic chorus, man. Just dig that song, man. Just a dope song, man. I just love that song, bro. The title, No, I Dare You, the last song with Joe Hooker. I remember the video for that song. I remember seeing that on MTV too when that video first dropped. That's another great song, but it's another few songs on here that I dig. I think it was that PD World. No, it's a few songs on here that I like. It's another song on here that I really enjoy too. I can't quite remember. I'm gonna have to put this album back on and get like refamiliarize myself with it, man. But just a great record, man. Like I said, one of the best albums to come out of that Bad Boy post Biggie era, man. Just a true classic, man. And once again, R.I.P. to Black Rob, man. Definitely, man, a tremendous loss to hip hop, man. Dude, he had it, man. I know he had his issues and everything like that, but still, man, he was a great MC, a great artist, man. Dope. One of the dopest voices in hip hop too, in my opinion. All right, so next This is, I think I've only had this for maybe a week, maybe not even a week. But shout out to Mint Underground, online CD store or record store that I made quite a few purchases from recently. Uh, they do a great job in getting in like rare gems and reissues and stuff like that. So I follow them on Instagram, and they actually made a video. They made videos posting about recent like uh recent stocks into their store. So he did a video about this one right here, man, Seagram, a reality check, released in 90. I think this came out in 94, originally on Rap A Lot Records and Priority, man. But this is a reissue, released by Seagram Records and distributed by Most Wanted Records. So this is a reissue. Uh, this is the CD right here. This is the insert. This is the insert is just one like page. Got like tribute to Seagram right there. That's the back cover. Yeah, but this is a reissue. Yeah, as soon as he posted about this, I immediately went and purchased it because this is actually another hard record to find. As far as the original version, I mean, you can find the original version, but it's probably gonna cost you a grip because it's out of print and it's so rare. Seagram, he was an MC from Oakland, California. He was from the Bay Area. He had a big hit in the early '90s called "The Ville" off his first record called "The Dark Roads," and I believe he was the first West Coast rapper to sign the Rap A Lot. Rap A Lot is down south, Houston, Texas, but he was the first West Coast rapper to sign to Rap A Lot Records, man. He released 3 classic albums on there, man. Reality Check had more of a West Coast style, more of a kind of Bay Area mob sound. Dark Roads was pretty dark, hence the name. It was a little bit darker and aggressive, kind of almost horrorcore in a lot of ways. But great record right here, man. I haven't listened to it that much because I've been kind of dabbling here and there with stuff, man. But just a great listen. I mean, I heard the album a long time ago, like on YouTube, man. It's definitely dope, man. It's got a lot of dope tracks on it, man. If you a fan of like that Bay Area hip hop, man, this is definitely one that you need to go and check out. Get you a physical reissue on Mint Underground. Yeah, man. Like Seagram, man. Seagram was dope. R.I.P. to Seagram, man, because he was a really dope lyricist from Oakland, man. Like his lyrics were hard, mainly around gangster subject matter, but he was very intelligent, man. I mean, he even had songs like there's a song on here called "Birth," where he details the birth of like his son and everything like that, and he goes into like such intricate detail about it. It's actually really good, man. But R.I.P. to Seagram, man. Definitely go to Mint Underground and try to pick up one of these reissues while they still have them. They even have some on vinyl as well when I was looking on there. So definitely go check out their shop and peep this, man. All right, so the last CD I want to talk about is I finally got this in like a couple of days ago, but I got a physical copy of the new Kendrick Lamar album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This record highly anticipated because we hadn't got a new Kendrick album since Damn, which was back in 2017. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually one disc, so I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why Kendrick posted on Instagram the picture of him holding 2 discs. I don't know. Maybe that's because that I don't know what that deal was, but all the songs that are on Spotify are all on this one disc. So I don't know what that was about, but it's 18 tracks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't really spent a lot of time listening to this record. I've only listened to it once, and that was when it dropped. The night that it dropped, I streamed it on Spotify. That's really the only time I've listened to it. So I would have to really sit back and really spend more time with this album to give an honest review on it. I guess the reason why I haven't really went back to it is because, if I'm gonna be quite frank, I haven't really felt a Kendrick album since probably Untitled Unmastered. That's probably the real last Kendrick album I really felt. So I don't know. I'm just gonna, like I said, I got the physical now, so maybe I'll be able to like kind of embrace it and appreciate it more since I got a physical copy. But sonically, the album sounds great. I mean, the production on there was good. Uh, the one song on there that I can really say that is my favorite right now is Purple Hearts with Ghostface Killer. I thought that was a real dope song. Like I said, I haven't spent enough time with it to pick out any other ones. I may come back and do a solo review on this album after I've spent some time with it and listen to it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get a physical copy of it because I have physicals of the other albums back here. You see my CDs back here. That's some of my CDs. But I have all the other albums saying Section 80 because that one was never given a physical release. But yeah, I just wanted to have it a part of my collection because I have all the other Kendrick albums from Mad City all the way to this one now. But yeah, like I said, sonically and artistically, man, the album sounded great. But I just haven't really spent that much time with it. But I just wanted to get a physical copy. I actually ordered this from Lunchbox Records. That's a record store that's somewhat local to me. It's about I'll probably stay about a little over 30 minutes away from this place. I ordered it from their website because you can actually order music from their website and they'll send it to you. You don't have to go there and pick it up. They'll actually send it to your address, which is really cool. And I seen on their website, I was surfing their website, and I seen that they had CD versions of this available. So I went ahead and purchased it, man. But it wasn't really that expensive. Came in a relatively fast timing. Then I didn't have to wait too long because, like I said, this record store is somewhat local to me. So yeah, it didn't take too long for it to show up. But I'm glad to have a physical copy of this. However I may feel about the album as far as end results, I'm glad to have a physical copy of it in my collection, man. So yeah, and shout out to Kendrick for putting out that heart song. What's it, the Heart Part 5? That was really dope. So shout out to Kendrick for putting out a new album and so forth, man. But yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time with it before I can really give you guys my honest take on it, man. But just glad to have this physical version of it. Physical version. Dope album cover. Dope music, man. But yeah, that's it for this episode of my CD updates. Be on the lookout for more. And this isn't nearly all the CDs that that I've accumulated, that I've purchased in the past few months or whatever, man. I got so many more that I can do like several videos about, which is what I'm planning on doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed me going back to these CD updates. Taking a slight little break from the reaction videos, getting a little burnt out on them. So I decided to do something a little bit different, sort of different. It's something I've done that I started this channel out with, but I'm just reverting back to. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody that's been watching the channel. Be sure to, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and give me a like. Helps with the algorithm. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop new content. And as always, hope everybody has a blessed day, a blessed week, and love, peace, and music. Peace out, y'all.